How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. I'm getting ready to put a couple latches in our pocket doors. And listen, if you're going to be doing these latches, it's probably best to have the door off. But we've already hung the door and trimmed around them, and I'm not pulling that trim back off to get this door out. It's just too much work. So we're going to go ahead and try to do these while they're on, so it's a little bit harder. So I'll do it on video to show you how I'm going to do it. The first thing I did was I wrapped some tape around the door where I want my latch, and I marked it out. And on this particular one, I'm going to be cutting a slot 2 3/16 wide and 1 3/4 inch deep. Now, a little bit harder because I'm going to have to hold the door and cut the door this way to get this notch out of here. So, do yourself a favor and make sure you do this before you put the doors on. It will be much easier. So I just squared it up. I used my square and got it squared in there, marked it out, and I set my saw to cut 1 3/4 deep. I hope I got that all set up. So we're going to get ready to go ahead and try to cut this thing out. So this is going to be, like I said, much harder to cut these. So Julie's going to hold the door for me, and I'm going to start my cuts. I'm going to do 2 cuts, one on the top, one on the bottom, get them as straight as I can. Hopefully it's straight enough. It's got to be almost perfect. And then I'll take a jigsaw and cut the back half out. So I think we did pretty good on that. So now we'll get the jigsaw and we'll finish cutting that out. Look like it's cutting okay.
Do you need me to hold the door?
No. I think that's all we needed.
You want me to grab the thing so you can try it?
Yeah.
What do you need? Screwdriver or anything?
Not yet. This is most definitely something that you need to do before you put your door together.
Yeah. It's a lot harder like this. We totally forgot about them.
All right, what I've done here is I notched this back just a little bit so it fits a little more flush with the door. And then what I did is I took a drill, and I need to do just a little bit more, and I just drilled a little bit out of the bottom of this. I don't want to take a lot because that's where my screws have to go back in there. So we're not going to take a lot. We're just kind of grinding some of it. And this is not a solid door, so it's all chip wood. So what we want to do is make sure that when we slide our door latch in here, that this thing will turn back and forth. Now it's still hanging up a little bit, so I'm going to have to chip a little bit more out of there just to get it to where it goes up and down easily. Now when you look at as you noticed, I'm putting this on like this, and you see this latch is on this side. this should be the outside and this should be the inside. So all you have to do in that case is pull these two screws off, pull this one out. I already have them loose because you have to have them loose to put them on there. Pull that one out, pull this off, just like so. Take this one out.
Tell them why you can't just flip it over though.
Yeah, you can't flip it over because this little latch right here is what you push in. You have to push this in to pull your door out. So you're gonna just flip them around. So now we're gonna flip this one over, put it on this side, and put our screw in.
Easy peasy.
Just like that. And I mean, you know, when you get your door, you're like, oh no, is there a left and right to these guys? Because you don't know, you know, but no, just flip it over. But you gotta make sure it's in the slot down in there. There's a little slot for it. It's kind of hard doing it just sitting here in midair, but we can get her done. So now, when I put my door latch on, this will be on the inside now. And this piece will be just the way I want it, because this is what opens and closes your door, right there. And our latch is on the inside.
The
lock. The little
lock.
Mechanism that locks it. So I'm gonna get this guy set in here, try it again.
Oh, that's better. Huh?
Yeah, it seems to be working a lot better on that side. So we're not gonna chew no more because right here is where our screws have to go in. If we keep chewing back in there, we're gonna chew right where our screws go. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing drilled out and we're gonna put our screws in. So now we're gonna go ahead and slide our latch back in here. We made sure that it would turn okay. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten our two front screws up. Now when I started, I had to unloosen them screws to get them over top of the door. So right now we're gonna get them our door latch where we want it and go ahead and just snug them up. So our door latch is hanging on there right now with just these two front ones. We're gonna make sure this thing latches okay, and it seems to be working okay. So we're gonna drill our two back holes. These are 3/32 holes. We're gonna drill two of these in here. Then we're going to drill one on the other side, same way. Now we're going to go ahead and put our screws in the back of this.
Yeah, I mean, they're sticking out a little bit. That's weird. I don't know.
Okay, now when you put your latch on like this, I'm not liking the look of how this is. The back end of this, these holes are tapered and it's sticking out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this all back off because I just don't like it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small drill bit and I'm going to drill that out just a wee little bit just to kind of countersink those two back ones because it doesn't look good. I'd rather have it nice and flush with the door. And all I'm doing is making an indention in there with this bigger drill bit, just so that little piece of metal will go down in there. Now we'll put it back on. That's going to hold a lot flusher to the wall, or to the door. Jill, will that look better?
Yep.
Nice, huh?
Much better.
You know, just a little bit of something. It doesn't tell you to taper those, but as you can see, it's nice and tight
Yeah,
against the wall. Big difference.
Because where they had the hole drilled out for the screw,
It was tapered out.
yeah, it was sticking out
So
on the
just
inside.
a little drill, just a little bigger drill, drilled in there, and I think you're gonna set, and you're gonna like that a lot better.
Now my door's filthy.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the other piece put on,
plate.
the strike plate. We're gonna get this piece put on. So let's get turned around here and get working on it. All right, what you're gonna do now is just lock your door. See your little plate sticking out. Go ahead and close your door all the way over. And then just kind of bump it up against the wall, maybe a little harder. And you can see there's a mark on the wall right there where we need to, we're gonna mortise this out. It's right there, the tip of the screwdriver. We're gonna take a little chisel and chisel that out, and then we're gonna put our strike plate on. Okay, I just traced the strike plate on there, and I'm just gonna get it to where the strike plate sets back in. I'll set it right back down in there and make sure it's flush in the wall. Don't forget, there's an up and down on your strike plate too. This is the bottom, that's the top. You'll notice the bottom has a bigger lip here, and that's where you're locked to latch on. Since we got this all mortised out, I tell you to drill a hole in the center of it, 5/16 inch round, 1/2 inch deep. Well, I don't have a 5/16, I got a 3/8. That's a 1/16 of an inch off, but we're gonna use it and I think it'll work out just fine. I can't understand why they want such a big hole, but we'll do it. I think that's more than deep enough.
Sounds like somebody's willing to fireworks.
Yeah. Now we're going to set our strike plate on there. We're going to drill us a couple holes here. And we're using the 3 30-second drill bit. We'll get this screw started in here first. Make sure you have your strike plate the right side up and the right side in. You'll see your screw holes are tapered on the outside, and the bottom lip right here is fatter on this bottom side is fatter than this side, and the screws are tapered to the outside. So now we'll go ahead and drill our bottom one. And screw it in. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close our door, latch it. So now we have a locked door. Unlatch it. Now when you close your door and open and close it, let me show you something here. When you go to close your door, you can push that out. Say it's all the way back in, like so.
Yeah, just use your finger.
Pull your finger and that pulls that little piece, and then you pull your door closed, and then you can finish closing it with your hand. So it's actually, I like them. We had them in our other house, and it worked really well.
Yeah.
And having a pocket door does save a lot of space.
Yeah, saves
So not swinging in and out of the hallway.
Yeah.
And we did the same thing on the bathroom over here. And I'm gonna get ready to...
make a mess out of that door too.
Yeah. So I got one more to do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I got everything on there pretty good for you, so you can leastways know how to put your own in there. I would like to tell everybody thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.